Okay then. So we can now get started. From here starts the speaking test. This is the speaking mock test of the International English Language Testing System taking place in Ross IELTS Academy. The candidate is Luis Umberto, candidate number 0143252. The examiner is Mernoush Hafi, examiner number 443533. Good afternoon, my name is Mernoush Hafi. Would you please tell me your full name?
Nice to meet you. My name is Luis Umberto.
What can I call you?
Luis.
Luis, sure.
Thank you.
Can I see your identification, please?
Of course.
Thank you very much. Great. Thank you. Here you go. So we can now get started with the first part of the exam. In the first part, I will ask you some personal questions.
Okay.
First, I'd like to ask about your neighborhood. Where are you living now?
I'm living now in Quito, capital of Ecuador.
Do you like the area that you live in?
Yes, of course. I love a lot my area. Yes.
Why?
Because I was there about 15 years. So I love my area. I know all the streets, mall, parks, coffees, and
what can be improved in the area where you live?
I think no, because I'm satisfied my area. I'm so happy. If they don't change my area, is very good. Yes.
Now let's move on to talk about getting up early. Do you often get up early in the morning?
Yes, of course. Because my work, I have to get up early. Yes.
What's your morning routine?
I get up at 6, then take a shower, sing, brush my teeth, sing, I eat breakfast, sing, and about at 7:30 I go to work. Yes.
What kinds of people usually get up early?
I think the students and the people that they should go to work, I think. Yes.
Now let's move on to talk about sport. Did you do any sport when you were younger?
Yes, I did different sports. Yes.
Did you enjoy watching sport?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I enjoy a lot, especially soccer. Yes.
Do you think there is too much sport on television in your country?
No, no, is enough, I think. Yes, we can watch, for example, the soccer live. Yes, so I think is enough. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now we can move on to the second part of the exam.
Okay.
So, in the second part, I'm going to give you a card with a topic and you should talk about it for 2 minutes. Before that, you have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. And you can make some notes to help you if you wish. Do you understand?
Okay, yes, thank you.
Perfect. So, now I give you a piece of paper for you to make notes, your cue card, and a pen.
Thank
Here
you.
you go.
Thank you.
So, you should talk about a fashion item that you want to buy. Now you have 1 minute to think about it. You can make notes and I will let you know once your 1 minute is over. So you can start thinking now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now your 1 minute is over.
Yes.
And you may talk about this topic for 2 minutes, but do not worry if I stop you.
Okay.
You can start talking now.
For now, I want to buy a sneaker. So I need one sticker, green, that would be nice and good quality, not expensive. So yes, I should go to, for example, the mall. I love one brand. Can I say the name of brand? Reebok. I love Reebok. So I'm looking for that in malls. I found one store that they have this brand. So I'm thinking, and I think at the weekend I can go to buy this sneaker. Yes.
Do you want to add more information?
No, but this brand, I think, for me is very good. It's very nice, and is fit for my foot. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Now you can just give me the paper and the pen back so that we can move on to part 3. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Okay. So, Louise, in the second part, you described a fashion item that you want to buy. And now in part 3, I want to ask you some questions related to this topic. What type of clothes do you like?
Depend. For example, when I'm at work, the formal clothes, suit and pants. But for example, when I'm going to with my friend, casual clothes I like.
And why do you choose casual clothes when you want to hang out with your friends?
What?
Why do you choose casual clothes when you
because
go out
I'm
with your
very it's comfortable for me, and I think it's better to go to, for example, to park, to coffee is better.
Okay.
Because I'm comfortable.
Great. And how do people choose what style of clothing to buy?
I don't know the people, but I think after the 5 or 6 years old, we have one idea to buy everything, including clothes. So it depends of our life, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
And why do you think some people buy brand name clothes?
I think for the quality and the style, I think. I buy brand for quality. I know some brand that they have products with high quality. So I prefer buy everything high quality, price, and then the style.
Okay, and how about some factory workers or school students that wear uniforms? What do you think of uniforms?
Uniform is very good for example, for the schools, for the offices, for the factories, because uniforms bring responsibility, I think.
What do you mean? Can you explain more?
Yes, I think the uniform make more discipline, I think.
Okay. And do you think that it's good that people in some countries follow foreign fashion trends?
Actually, I don't have any idea about this. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Now this is the end of the speaking test. Now you can just relax and take a breath. And
Yes.
I'll need a few minutes to add up your score and then I give you the feedback, okay?
Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, Louise, now let's get started with the first criteria and your feedback. I want to talk about your fluency and coherence. Regarding this criteria, I can say that the good thing in your answers and how you speak is that you are confident. And if you don't know the answer to a question, you just say, I don't know, and then you try to add more information. This is a strategy that you're applying, which is really good. However, you need to use more structures because your sentences are very simple. And because you don't know what exactly you should use, then you cannot develop the topic. Your topic development was one of the problems you had. Because in the first part, you yourself need to explain more. And the examiner shouldn't ask you to elaborate on your ideas. Or in the second part, I recommend you to cover the 2 minutes because it's a very good chance to show the examiner that you have a good vocabulary range or you know some structures, so this can be helpful. Or just the same thing in the third part. Like the last question I asked you about following fashion trends, you said, I don't know. This is fine, but then you should add more information. If you don't have information about this question, what else can you say? Always make sure to provide explanation and examples if you can. So please work on your topic development if you want to get a better score and more connectives because you are just using very simple connectives like and, so, but, because. And sometimes you make mistakes with them. For example, in one sentence you should have used because of, but you said because. So make sure to use correct connectives and discourse markers. And you didn't have so many pauses, which is good and can also help you with your pronunciation and your intonation. However, you had some self-correction and self-repetition. Once again, because of your grammar, because you didn't know how to use all the structures. Now to talk about the next criteria, which is your lexical resource, your vocabulary. In your vocabulary, the good thing is that you used some synonyms, for example, the word good quality or to look for something. But your vocabulary range was not that wide and you couldn't use them flexibly and you were mostly repeating the same words you had used before. What I want to say is that you have very good ideas and you know how to answer the questions. But because something is missing here, some words or some structures, you cannot explain more about what you had already mentioned. So try to paraphrase better and use a wider range of vocabulary. Other than that, to talk about your grammatical range and accuracy. In your grammar, you were trying to use some complex structures. I heard relative clause or subordinate clause a few times, but you made mistakes with most of them. And to mention some, for example, you said it depends of, which is it depends on, or you said depend. You should have said it depends. One sneaker green, one green sneaker. Or satisfied, I was satisfied with something. About 15 years, for about 15 years. So you had these minor mistakes and you didn't use all the tenses correctly, especially in the second part. So be careful with that. And then you can give a wider range to your complex structures. Finally, in your pronunciation is not an area that you have to work a lot on compared to the other criteria. Like you can count on the other criteria to mark you up and you need more practice on the other ones compared to this one. Because your speaking is clear and your pace is fine. But the thing is that you can still work more on your intonation because you sounded a bit flat when you were speaking. And to do that, you need to hear more English and do it every day, like practice every day because listening is something that takes a bit of time.
Thank you so much, but I did my best. Yes, I know that I have to listen and watch movie to improve my language. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Okay then, so I wish you best of luck with your real test and have a nice day.
Do you want to know what band score you'll get in the IELTS speaking test? Perhaps you want to improve your performance and prepare yourself for the real test? Then why not book an online mock test with us that will last for 25 minutes? 12 minutes of the test itself and 13 minutes of comprehensive feedback, plus we'll give you useful tips on how to make your performance better. Remember, all our examiners are especially trained by British Council instructors, so we know how to help you. Join us.